Last day of the month too, guys. I'm watching ENSC because it's setting up kind of a pattern that I like. And if it starts to work, I'm going to get in on it. Oh, I have my volume way high. Yeah. Follow your rules. It's been a great month. We're up 14, only 14 likes on your feed, Gary? Okay, I'm watching this thing here. I'm going to see what happens here with this one. See if we get one dip. I'd like to see the shorts try to. Okay, shorts are trying to take it down. It's probably gonna break through 86, and then we're gonna come back up, I bet. So I'm gonna let the shorts take it, and then see. Let's see if we can stop them. It's not looking so good. Not looking so good. Okay, up to GHSI. Wow, it's not breaking through right now. I think it will break through, but it's not right now. Of course, right when I sell is when it goes. The 5-minute looks good on this. I kind of missed it. I kind of feel kind of like frantic. Like I'm not. This thing's starting to take off here a little bit. It's already at a halt up. That was a pretty slow and controlled pop. See if we can catch a rebound trade on this. Might be a little tricky. We're going to add just 3,600 here. I don't like the pattern a whole lot. I should probably not even. Okay, I think buyers might be coming in here. Take it to 190. So the red team had their turn, and now I'm trying to see how long the green team can have their turn. This could potentially rebound very quickly. I could sell it now for a nice profit, but it's pretty early in the move, so I'm going to try to give it time. May have made a mistake there. Yeah. I'm still holding, but this is pretty sketchy. I gotta cut that. That is too bad. And I should probably still be holding. Oh, that sucks. I think that was gonna be a pretty nice little like $400 or $500. I set my target too high. There was profit there to be had. I was just getting a little too greedy. I don't feel calm and relaxed today. That's not good. That's not good. Wow. I should have just taken that profit I had. I'm gonna go get some mushroom coffee. That would probably fix my problems. Wow. Okay, so missed out on a lot of good money over there. Let's come back over here to GHSI. Halt resumption at 10:06. I do see MINM grinding. I should have taken that money on ENSC. That was stupid. I hope I'm out of this trade before. I hope I'm out of this before the halt resumption. Though I don't really like halt resumptions. I feel like this halt resumption over here could be good. Good morning, Pennies, Gary, Forexillian, Sumo, Alf Trader, Rob, JD, J, and KW. $10.20 resumption. I'll go 900. I don't want it to do anything stupid. This might be a 10-minute halt, the way I see it. That's not a very strong halt resumption. It's not a very strong halt resumption. I pulled a little bit of money out of it, but not much. That looks like a halt down. That's brutal. Oh, what's this? Why is this popping up? Okay, I'm kind of. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think this is gonna break. Only down $100 on that trade, but that was it broke by a penny and flushed. Had to get out. This is a day where there's everything is just so many different things. This could get a breakout here. I added. Lost it all. This thing just doesn't really rip a whole lot. MINM could be better than this. I'm not sure. I gotta bail on that. I don't know. Let's go to this one. I don't know. ENSC looks kind of good, but it is below VWAP. That's kind of the one problem. We'll wait for a pullback on ENSC. So we're gonna, because we're not seeing as much straight up action. Nexi maybe. Nexi's too risky. GHSI. Sometimes, not sometimes, but you gotta be careful going back to the same ticker over and over again. This is definitely a day where the hyper scalping, although I use the strategy, it's probably a day where I wouldn't use it as much. I added big there for this breakout. Let's see if we get it. I'm dumping there. It should have broke already, in my opinion. I may have gotten out too soon, but I can tell the market today is just a little off. So typically I would hold, but that's below VWAP and we weren't getting volume. Let's come here. We got kind of a flat top breakout deal on here. Right into a big seller. I don't know. That looks like that might fail. Look at that. This is tricky. Could go for a possible double bottom trade down here. This is dangerous. I wouldn't rush into this trade. Maybe added a little too big there. Oh, just look at how much money I just lost. It's so sad how crazy, how quickly you can get into a bad trade like that. I added way too much size. That was stupid. That was stupid. That wakes me up a little bit. That's a lot of money to lose. Try to make some of this money back. I can maybe try to get some of my money back on that. That sucks. They added way too big there on that double bottom. It's one thing taking like 7,000 shares. It's another thing taking. I already ate breakfast. Well, I mean, keep it for later, but I already ate breakfast and I just lost $900. My appetite is 0. Okay, I gotta just slow things down. It's the last day of the month. I don't know. That's not going anywhere. ENSC. I'm gonna try to get my money back on that, but I can't focus on that right now. Hmm. Hmm. This feels a lot like yesterday. ENSC. I can try to get my money back on that later, but I know how this one works here. I'm gonna try to get my money back on this stupid thing. It's gonna be a little risky, but could go for a W pattern down here. I'm gonna have to be smart about it. 5 minute doesn't look that good, so maybe not. Down $700. 5 minute here doesn't look so good. Let's see if this breaks through 162 with velocity. Watching the price action here to see if buyers come in. I haven't seen buyers come in yet. Jump in here. I should see this up to 170. But again, this is trading against the trend, so it's a little dangerous. Yeah. I'm not surprised about that. Lost $70 there. I'm not down a whole lot of money today, but I'm kind of a little bummed for taking that big of a loss. Okay. Okay. Added big here. So it has a decent chance of working. Um, I have to bail on that. You can just tell there's hidden sellers on this. MINM is really something else as well. Wait for a drop. Yeah, you can't buy it high. You got to get a drop. Oh, wow. 200 red in there. Wow. So that's MINM, just a little bit of a bugger this thing is. ENSC, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my money back on that. No, I think I'm going to take the loss on that. It's hard to walk away from it but there just isn't anything there. Okay, I got my mushroom coffee officially. I gotta sit back and just look at things for a second. Really evaluate my life for a second here because I'm sitting down $1,000. Just like what the heck? It's like, bro, get it together. It's like, what the heck? You're down $1,000 on a Friday. Man, why can't I just show up to work, get paid? The source of my problems today is that taking way too much size on that double bottom trade. Daisy, come on. I don't know this. It is Wednesday, Zilch. Great point. All the more reason for me to be like, bro, you are not with it mentally. And it's really just because of one trade. This 183 is not a big deal. This breakout here, I totally missed. I just got to get refocused. My emotions are a little hijacked. Now I'm down $1,000. Yesterday I was down 2,700 before going up 1,500 on the day. Yeah, CXNA. That is below $1. I'm not. It's not my thing. Let's take a look at this. We're just not getting those quick rebounds like on this dip here. The price action is very. This is a tough market. It's a tough market. ENSC. I don't think I'm making my money back on that, but I might be able to. This would be really gutsy. I really just want to make my money back on this, and I feel like I'll have enough dopamine to. I'm not adding to it. I really shouldn't even be trading this, but I'm trying to see if we get a bunch of buying and then a change of direction. See how we're having a lot of buying, but that seller isn't moving. That's not a good sign. I got to cut that before that drops even more. Down 1,000. It's on these kind of stocks where I lose the most money. But eventually we do get a rebound. Might just be a little early to it. Oh, wow. I'm not going to rush into this. I'm going to come back to that. That's starting to put in a 5-minute bottoming tail. That's the nice thing. I feel like we should get a rebound here. There we go. Made some nice money there. That made some nice money right there. Bigger drop. Nah? Come on. Bigger drop. Bigger drop. Bigger drop. Come on. I know how you work. I guess that might have been it. Look at how late I bought. I think it's going to go higher, but not before chopping around. Come on. Get me out of this. Get me out of this. Yes. Yes. Get me out of this. Get me out of this. Yes. Yes. Come on. Come on. There's my bailout. I'm going to take that bailout. It's a little bit uneasy, but it does end up going. It's just. All right. We're on the move. Aslan is on the move. Yeah. It's not Friday. It's just the last day of the month. I may have mistimed the bottom because look at that. That's 5 cents. It's 10,000 shares. That'd be $500. Down $1,000 on this now. I got to focus on MINM. Took such a stupid trade on that ENSC. So typical. I want this up to 430. There we go. Break of 430. It's the target. I'm going to cut it there because that's getting a little shaky. Kind of did not get a whole lot of money on that one. Go for a dip and then the break to 430. Good thing I didn't add to that. That kind of rejected. This one doesn't really do a great job of just cleanly ripping. I gotta cut that. That was a stupid trade. So I'm red on the day, but not by much. Not by much. $400. I had a feeling that was going to happen. So I lost a lot of money there. GHSI just did parabolic move. I was watching that from afar. Yeah, it's too extended. I just lost money there I didn't need to lose. MINM might need some time here. So far, not very impressed with today. That's for sure. This is brutal. I was really tight on my red day. Now I'm getting a little bigger. This should rebound here, I think. I'm gonna try to hold this. Probably was a mistake. Next candle starts here. I had to cut it. I thought that next candle would go green. So I sold out at 398. That's about 6 cents off of the highs. GSAI is a maybe. GHSI. To be honest, it doesn't blow my mind, but it is a possibility. This I'm just so angry about. I want to make my money back on it. We might get a false breakdown set up here. Added 14,000 shares here. This is going to make or break the day. Seems to me like it should go, but when you're trading backside, it might not. There we go. Let's see this thing take off. 5 minute looks good as it is now. I bailed on 2/3 of it. I bailed on the other bit. That takes the loss down quite a bit. So now we're break even on the day. Wow. What a long way around to get to break even. I feel better about that now. Only 675 red on that. I feel better on that now. Still, the 5 minutes still looks good, but it just stalled. Just had to take the 675 red. That's decent. Okay, back to this thing. Back to this thing. This 5 minute looks pretty good. This is a pretty good looking 5 minute. So break even. We're up 65,000 on the month already. So even if I don't make a single dollar today, there's still lots to be grateful for, and that's what I need to remember. It's not my best month ever. I've had several other months better than this, but I added kind of big there. Not going to add to this. This trade is like slight chance it works. Well, maybe it does work. So that was a limit order I put in. I rarely use those, but so the 50-50. I knew it would. Oh. You see that it went to 450, but then when I sold it, sold me at 439. Trying to hold to see if this thing rips. It's not really ripping like I thought, so I'm just gonna take the profit there. This thing's not the worst thing in the world, but it's also not the best. Now I went from down $1,000 on the day. I'm up 700. I probably could have helped for break of 455, but I got to be careful. I think that mushroom coffee saved the day. Because what I did is I went to Mickey's to get their iced coffee, which I realized was garbage. And I usually have my mushroom coffee. So I'm blaming today's red struggling on McDonald's. ENSC, we did get that 5-minute rebound. Could have made a lot more money there. Ah, frick. This thing's a little not fun. Go for the dip, I think. Break of 490. Break of 5 right there. Halt up is 534. Took a loss there, trading very poorly. Hold on. Wow, we're getting pretty big rips on this. Not getting the best fills on it, but it's all ripping pretty good. It's going a tad parabolic. It's a little extended here, so I'm going to stay careful. I'm going to be careful. I'm up 1,600 on the day. Could be a lot more, but. We got 77 likes already, guys. Appreciate it. 78. My apologies. So pulling out of red here, red 1,000 up to green 1,600. That's not usually how you want to do it. You want to be green and stay green. It's not always happens that way. That's quite the breakout. I gotta go back to the daily chart here. Why is this not the cross? 583. Yeah, we still have room up here to like the 580s. That's the crazy part. I may have sold too soon. Hauled up is 590. That's a great trade that could have been bigger, but I didn't take it. I didn't take the scalp. Oh well. I had to cut it. This thing's getting a little shaky. Trading the range here, hyper scalping. This isn't pattern. This is a little bit pattern based, but not really. This is the hyper scalping trading farmer special 50-50. This is dropping here. Might let it drop a little bit more, and then I'm going to punch it. There was a quick hyper scalp dips. Right? This is what I taught 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I'm not gonna go down that. It wouldn't be a problem, but to me, I feel like I have to prove it because they're flat out deny it. This is not how Ross would not trade like this. Close, but not exactly. I don't know why I bought that. I knew that was a stupid pattern. How much did I lose on that trade? In at 25 out, 7 cents times 27. That's 150, almost $200 I lost on that trade. See, the ask kind of goes up higher than the bid does. So I'm only getting like 5-cent wins, but it's pretty good at just getting 5-cent wins. So far, very happy with this. Frank, thanks. Yeah, we'll let the subscribers talk. Scrooge is having a change of heart. This thing's like a 50-50 like dream, wet dream. It's like all the dips come back. They come back quickly too. So like this is a 50-50 hyper scalping range trading dream here. It's not really, I don't think it would be a dream for somebody who's trying to hold. The reason being is because it's so shaky and it fakes you out so many times. But if you're just purely trading the range, if you're purely just trading and hyper scalping in and out, it's a lot of fluctuations in price. That's why in ENSC you would not be able to hyper scalp that. I probably should have not touched it because it didn't work. Now I have distractions, so I have to size down because I always screw up when they come over here. Yep. It's probably going to be a dip here, and then we'll see. Huh? I don't know. I don't. Definitely more on the backside look here. Adding again here. I think we'll get a pivot. $5.25 is kind of the back of mind target. I'm going to bail on it. Probably bailed on it too soon. Yeah, look at that. I sold a little early on that trade. Still made a little bit of money on it. Hey, I'm serious. I need to work here. You go away. Sometimes you got to be tough on your loved ones, but they could start pestering you. You got to kick them out. They think it's cute and funny to come in here and try to strike up a conversation. This doesn't look good at all, but I'm going to try to hold through it. I'm going to bail on that. That's good. It's like I work, a couple hours a day. Can't I have a little peace for a couple hours? They think that this is just like something I'm just clicking buttons with my eyes closed. I missed that dip. This might come down one more. All down 407. I'm kind of like this as a bottom. Adding. Selling as it goes up. Gonna try to hold for the next candle. This looks like a very clear rebound. Now I could lose it all here, but I don't want to be stopped out, and I don't want to, you can hyper scalp, but what I've learned is on some trades, I already sold half, so I've locked in good profit. Sometimes it's better to hold for the bigger move. You save time. Selling on the ask. Probably should have sold it all right there on that pop. I'm going to sell the other half here, so I only have 900 left. I'm going to sell the rest there. This one's a good one. I've traded this one before. Oh, yeah, those people are missing out. I knew this one was a ticker that I've done really well on before, but early on it was almost a little too choppy, a little bit too light a volume, I thought. My alert noises? Oh, I see. They keep going off because that's the way it's designed. I can turn that off. That's good to hear, Hot Teeth. You've been killing it. A lot of people are killing it. Picking it up quickly. Pretty soon Ross is going to have to take a lesson from the farmer. I'm kidding. It's sarcasm, guys. But maybe a little bit of truth to it. I'm just gonna bail on that big seller there at 10,000 shares. I had confidence in the setup, but just I'll wait for a dip. I want to be a sniper. I want to be a Kevin Durant. But I had predicted this move. I predict this could go a lot higher. Multi-time frame alignment. If I tell you all my secrets, then you guys won't need me. But I'm used to it. You guys are just nice because you want to learn from me, and then once you got it, then you're gone. Right? Once you learn what I'm doing, and I've answered your questions, then you guys don't talk to me. I learned that from Mighty and Relentless. That's what they taught me. Crispy and Zavi, my first buddies, my first students. But I'm going to stop right there because no one wants to listen to me whine and bitch. We got a little bit of a rejection here up at 525. This is where it can get a little bit dicey. But 5 minutes still is... So you got to be looking at the 5 minute too. Okay? In fact, that 5 minute chart, the next 5 minute candle is starting here soon. And that's something I preach all the time. Pay attention to the start of these candles. That's what a beginner trader doesn't do. They don't even keep an eye on the clock at all. You got to keep an eye on that clock because this next 5 minutes starting, and look at what's going to happen. 5 minute breakout possibly. 5 minute breakout possibly. It's hitting resistance here. Still did the hyper scalp, but your TOS, well, get on Ethernet. If you're on the simulator, then that could be why. This thing looks like it's about to take off to high day, so I got to pay attention to dips. It's going up. I missed it. I'm not gonna FOMO in. There's a nice dip there. This thing's a 50-50 master. Struggling here. I'm just gonna cut it. It may go, but that was struggling a little too much. We'll reset for the next trade. Looks like I missed it. Should have held. It's a 5-minute. It's a 5-minute pattern, guys. This is preschool stuff. This is going back to kindergarten. 5-minute pattern, but look at what just happened with the 5-minute pattern. What's happening with the 1-minute pattern? Well, it was looking good, and now it's not. So adjust accordingly. This could flush here. That's why I'm not trading it, right? There's some free education. A lot of this stuff takes seconds to learn, but to talk about, but it takes years to learn. We had bad news. This is some hard stuff you guys are commenting on. Oh no, this is not my channel. The channel's growing really fast, guys. At least faster than it used to. And I didn't get no shout outs from Ross. I didn't get no interviews with Ross. I had to scrape every one of you together. I had 240 concurrents, 104 likes. We're doing great. I'm up almost $4,000, which is a nice turnaround from being down 1,000. That's for sure. I've traded this stock several other times. And let's see here. It's kind of selling off a little bit. But this was the video, I think, Relentless. Oh, right here. Yeah. Zavi too. Saw you from a great work. Keep it up. Ben Garvey. Is Ben Garvey still around? Zavi, he owes this channel a little bit of a thanks. I believe that this was when Relentless gave me a shout out. This was July 6, 2022. Okay, some of you guys know it, but anyways, this have I changed? Have I aged much? Well, I had 20,000 shares long here at a $2 stock. See, here's a great example of me trading not the hyper scalping strategy. Why? $2 stock. It's hard to scalp that very quickly. Spreads are tight. Okay. But if you go back to let's see. Are the spreads big on this? A little bit. This is not a super expensive stock either. I don't know, I made 76. This was June 7th, 2022. The main thing with the 50-50 is the dips, okay? We're not waiting for the first candle to make a new high. We're not waiting for the breakout to buy and hold. This was probably a stupid trade. I'm gonna see if we get a rebound here. Yeah, we'll probably get a rebound up to 460. We'll get $54 out of here. Maybe not. Maybe we're gonna lose $100. I gotta cut that. Wow, that went straight down. I'm glad I took it with 200 shares. I shouldn't even have taken it. Back over here. This is too light a volume, otherwise I would. I had timed the right rebound period. I had timed it perfectly, just did not hold it for the full move. Sold out right here. From this first arrow to the second arrow. Able to cut it down from 1,000. I was able to make about $325 on the trade. Could have made all my money back had I held, but it just wasn't worth the risk. I went wrong with this, trying to buy a double bottom. So a great example of, oh, how'd you know it was going to bounce? Well, here's a great example of me buying a double bottom and it didn't bounce. And guess what happened with 14,000 shares or whatever? I had to cut it as it flushed, as it broke through. And I did it without fail. And I did it, even though it was painful, I had to cut it. And if I would have waited to cut it, I possibly would have been selling down at 162 versus maybe 167. Now, it did curl back up, but that doesn't always happen. MINM, 442. I lost $100 on that last trade. 37.80 on the day. Well, we should look back at some of the, I don't know, I have a lot of live streams. A lot of these live streams are members only. Well, I started streaming live in June. Then I got the shout out. And I started trading live through July. And then very quick, in my head, not that I didn't want to teach people, but I was like, in my head, people are not going to catch on to this 50-50 strategy that quickly. It'll give me some time to get my name out there. I was a small channel. But I learned very quickly that there was other great traders out there that were not at square one. They were Warrior students, such as Crisp and Zav. And those were like the two people that immediately clicked with the high. And then, I was like, oh, shoot. It's like I put it out there for free, and it just felt like I had like an invention, like a light bulb. And, I didn't do anything to protect the intellectual property of it. That's what it felt like. Now, the reality was it a big deal that they caught on that quickly without me charging? I mean, what's the difference? Charge them $1,000, I'd have an extra $2,000. I guess. So that's when I stopped streaming after July. I was like, oh shoot, the competition's caught on, and they're really good. They're really good traders. There's no doubt about it. But then I was like, well, I got to continue live streaming. At this point, the secret's out. At this point, they're teaching, Mighty was already catching on from this channel, and, now they have Tim. So I was like, at this point, it's like, let's trade live. Let's make it free for everybody. It's that's why I don't care anymore. Learn the 50-50, take it, run away with it. Deny me like, I was going to make a Bible reference there, but that would be too polarizing. I'm sort of taking a chill pill on MIN, this one, but looking at the 5-minute. Yeah, now it's been 2 years. We've both evolved differently. So, yeah. What I like going on here is this 5-minute double, this 5-minute bottoming tail, but I don't like it so much. I'm going to go big size. I'm just going to go 900 shares right here. Let's see if we get a rip. Nope. I got to cut it. This day will put me at, Oh, there it's grinding up. Volume is a lot notably lighter, and we're on the descending. So you got to think of these as like the surges. I mean, this is a nice picture perfect volume profile. Now the price action wasn't very perfect, but surge of green, surge of green. You know, after every surge, there's a slow period, surge of green, slow period. And these are often they correspond usually with a pullback, consolidation, breakout, consolidation period, volume dies off, then we get a breakout. That's kind of a volume spike here, and then volume dying off. So this 555 is likely the top of this one for today, is likely. Now, is it guaranteed? No, it might not be the top. This thing might curl up later and rip, but as it is now, the information we're receiving from the price action, from the volume, from the chart, again, chart is the price action, it's looking like we're on backside. And if it's anything like RVSN was yesterday, if it was anything like Nexi was, we're gonna see a massive we're just gonna see it fade like this the rest of the day. This went from $28 all the way down to 12. That's a mighty big drop. So this, I'm waiting for a pattern to form. I'm not completely done with it yet. Well, see, the thing with DOS is I like the price ladder. That's what I learned on, right? Price ladder is my thing. If I'm missing something from DOS, I'm sure it's probably the hotkeys. I don't really have any complaints about speed on Thinkorswim except for a select instances. ENSC coming up here. 230, 114 likes. Good, good, good. This is probably our best streaming day so far. Okay, I'm going to pay attention to some trades here. We could get some rebound trades off the lows here. I don't want to rush into this. We're on backside, but I might be able to catch something here. I don't want to rush into it. We gotta pivot here. I may have gotten out too soon on that. That is looking like a double bottom, but should have bounced more. Yeah, I think it's going to drop more. This thing might get Christmas tree down. We got to be careful. $360 is the halt down. We're going to get a rebound at some point. I just don't know where it's going to be. I got to cut that. I'm cutting that as a small trade. It probably would have worked, but okay. That sort of trade that I just took there, that was not A quality at all. The A quality stuff was back in here where we had the dips within the rips, the hyper scalping. This is trading the range up through here. This is backside trading. This is not A quality stuff. This thing is looking like a Christmas tree, meaning it's probably going to go straight down. But on the way straight down, we usually see, I'm trying to predict the future. We usually see rebounds, sometimes even nice big rebounds. If I can time one of these rebounds, that's where you can pick up 10, 20 cents. 10, 20 cents on 3,000 shares is $300, $600. So volume to the selling side, we're trying to see when that kind of dies off. The 5-minute chart looks like it's ready for a rebound. I'm going to take a stab here, 900 shares. Only 900 because now it doesn't look so good. Try to trust it. This looks like it's a bear flag. It doesn't look very good at all. But we're going to see if sellers get trapped here. It's a little risky, but I'm in 900 shares. I'm going to cut it there. I should have not taken that trade. I'm already $150 off my highs. We're getting close to the bottom. That's what it feels like. We're getting close to the bottom. We're getting close to the bottom. That's what it feels like. Let it break through 413. This is a little risky. We've had a lot of selling pressure. Eventually, this has to turn around a little bit. That looks promising. I'm going to punch it there. We could look for a rebound trade here up to 435 at least. I'm going to try to give it some time here. It should be going green any second now, or I'm going to bail. There we go. 435 is kind of my back of mind target. I'll sell it before it if it starts to shake. It's shaking here a little bit. I'm going to cut it there, break even at 420. It was so lethargic. It was so lethargic there. The rebound was loose. I had to sell on the ask, Tyson, yeah. To get the best exit. Now, several times I've used the market order just because it was like I don't have time to hope that it hits the ask. So even if I just pulled out 5 cents on a 20-cent pop, at least I pulled out 5 cents of profit because it didn't take long for this thing to drop. This is probably going through 413, and in which case we'll see if we get a rebound then. I like that big seller or big buyer there. Let's see. This got to hold. It's got to start to take off. There we go. It's starting to take off. Good. 430 is my target. I'm still a little nervous because this could flash down. Starting to put my orders up to sell because now we're going to get the short stopping out. I only have 4,500 shares. This thing has more room to go. Wow, they keep screwing me up. Big buyer. Come on. Just selling a little bit on the way up. Got just 650 shares here. Just seeing how high it goes, maybe 440. It's getting close to the top. I'm seeing a lot of red right there. I'm going to take it right there. It might keep going. So this is pattern based trading. This now is not exactly. I mean, it is a 50-50 mindset technique, but it's not